Wrapping up this letter that I wrote you. Maybe it's the only way to cut through. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. Though it hurts, I only wish you blessings. When intuition talks, you gotta listen. I won't lose myself for anybody. I'm not sorry. Yeah. 'Cause you build me up to break me down. Never respect the love you found. And I had a voice inside the back of my mind. I always knew it deep down. You don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh, no looking back this time. 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 Running from the truth was getting reckless. In your arms I never felt protected. Oh. 'Cause you don't deserve me, babe, I won't lie. Got no more tears to cry. Oh. No looking back this time. 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 No looking back this time.
Yo, yo, yo. How is everyone? How is everyone? I was going to do a show at 7, but I feel like I just want to spend a bit of time with my wife tonight. Maybe play some games. She wants me to download Uncharted, so I might try and do that. Get Uncharted 2 or 3. I've already played the fourth one, which is amazing, by the way. So yeah, I wanted to do a show a bit earlier. I've just been watching Mike Dasser's channel. If you haven't subscribed to Mike Dasser's channel, go and do that. He's absolutely brilliant. Do that after my show, but he's been going live pretty much most nights. I've also just been checking in on Fan Zone as well. Like, the slander on Arnie is insane. Like, the slander on Arnie Slot is insane. Like saying that like he's going to Dubai for booty calls is ridiculous. Like honestly, like don't be hitting the slander like that. Like he's still our manager. Like, and I know he's dog shit right now, but yeah, he's got a hard enough job as it is. Crazy. Yeah, if you want to check out the tune, it's Calvin Harris Blessings. It's Charlie Remix. I think it's called Charlie Remix on SoundCloud, so you can go and check that out. I'm surprised I haven't been zapped because I've played that tune so many times and they haven't zapped me for it, so I'll keep on playing it. I did predict it all. I did predict it all. I wish I hadn't. I did talk about the tea leaves. I did talk about the tea leaves, and I certainly didn't want to talk about the tea leaves. So this show's really going to talk about match preview because I don't want to do the preview tomorrow. I certainly don't want to do the review. But yeah, I was going to talk about a preview of the game, talk about the potential team. I mean, I can talk about some of the news that's going on. It's all getting a bit wild. I also wanted to bring up some interesting things. I wanted to talk about, I wanted to basically do an AI search on a couple of topics. One of them was the similarities in Arnie Slot and Brendan Rodgers. I know you don't want to hear this, but I wanted to do that, which we will do. And I also wanted to talk about the similarities between Liverpool and Feyenoord, the type of players we've signed, the type of system we play, and I also wanted to show you some of the comments that Arnie Slot has said recently that will kind of, I don't know how they're going to make you feel. I genuinely don't know how they're going to make you feel, okay? But I wanted to talk about that, okay? He went to Dubai with his family, and apparently he spent a lot of time on his laptop working on tactics. I don't know what tactics he was working on because he still plays the same crap one, 4-3-2-1. 4-2-3-1, which is garbage, absolute garbage. So, oh God. So let's get into that. If you haven't hit the likes, please hit the likes early. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm on the road to 2,000 now. I finally got over the 1,900 mark, which took forever because of the algorithm. And I think maybe my conspiracy shows might have got me zapped because my shows just weren't getting out to anybody. So I've basically taken some of the conspiracy stuff offline now, so you can't actually watch it unless you are behind a paywall. I did leave some of the older shows open for people to look at that might make people want to become members, but I think maybe it negatively impacted the channel, so I've now put them all behind a paywall. So if you do want to check them out, and there's a lot of them, there was like 8 or 9 of them I've done now, which are about 2 hours minimum, most of them. Go and check them out. Last one I did was about JE, Kirk, Atlas, families, bloodlines, all kinds of mad stuff. Will Smith was included in that as well, just randomly. But yeah, some really cool stuff. If you want to go and check that out. I did a show on Sunday that was 2 hours, and I'll do another one potentially this Sunday. I'll put that in the calendar. Okay, so let's start off with some of the news and some of the things which have come out recently. Okay, so let's start off with that. What have I got for you? So I've got some images first. So first of all, is this one. Just in case you didn't know, Brentford time it took Brentford to take 10 throw-ins was 9 minutes and 18 seconds. So Brentford had a throw-in and on average 55 seconds. So they played us like a fiddle in that game for throw-ins. And we just basically took it up the jacksie, just bent over and took it up the jacksie and played into their hands. And I also want to say something as well. I think we need to stop wearing this green kit, because every time we've wore this green kit with these white shorts, we have been absolutely shite and we've not been able to pass the ball 5 yards. Like, maybe we should wear a different coloured kit now, because maybe we can't actually see the players and they can't pass to each other because they look like the bloody grass. I don't know, but we've been arse since we wore that kit. Just going to put that out there, okay? Couple of other things. I mean, should we talk about this? Georgi Mamadashvili is the first Liverpool player to lose his first 3 Premier League starts since Alexander Isak. That's how bad we are. Alexander Isak was the first person to lose 3 in a row for Liverpool. Now Mamadashvili's lost 3 in a row for Liverpool. So, just garbage. And the pair of them both need dropping, by the way. Mamadashvili, I think, probably needs to come out of Liverpool goal for a bit. I think he's conceded 7 goals in, it might be 18 shots. Like, really not good. Okay, he's conceded quite a lot of goals. And the XG on some of those goals has been really, really low. What else have we got? I mean, there's some horrendous stuff here, by the way. I mean, this one here. Liverpool are now down to 11% to win the Premier League. At one stage, we were 33% and then went to 31%. And now we dropped to, we are now 11% to win the Premier League. 31% to finish second, 33% to finish third, and 12% to finish fourth. We are slowly dropping down and out of the title race. Another thing which will probably make you angry, but, made me angry. Premier League table since Liverpool won the league. 13th. Remember, we won the league 5 games before the end of last season. We have only got 17 points since we won the league. It's absolute garbage. Like, I've been telling everyone about this for so long. Our form has not improved since we won the league back in March. Like, it just hasn't. We've been dreadful. We've been dreadful for a long time. Arsenal have got 29 points and Manchester City have got 26. And we dropped down to 13th with 17. These are the numbers. Look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth, 24. Maybe we should have got that manager. I don't know. Another one. You want to get angry? In the last 4 or 5 games we played, we were not able to press the opponents because the ball wasn't on the ground. It was in the air. That's the reason why we've been shit, according to Arnie. That's the reason why Liverpool have been rubbish this season. Is because the ball isn't being played on the ground anymore. Well, guess what, mate? You need to find a way to combat that. Because if you thought the ball was going to get played on the ground all the time, when the opposition thinks that you are weak in the air, then guess what they're going to do? They're going to pick on your weaknesses. And this is a weakness. that you need to figure out. Another one. Arsenal, 19 points. Liverpool, 15 points. Everton, 11 points. We are just as close to 12th than we are to first. Get that in your head. Get that in your head right now. What else have we got? I thought this one was funny. If we get knocked out of the Carabao Cup at Anfield by Crystal Palace, I'm sorry, but Arnie has to go. And I don't know how you feel about this. I don't know how you feel about this because it's a very, very high percentage that we could lose. And we need to discuss this conversation that Arnie had because this guy needs the microphone taken away from his face right now. Because if you haven't got anything good to say, don't say anything at all. Just keep your mouth shut and say, you know what, we're working on the training pitch. But it's pure excuses. Arnie Slot, I've said this many times because I'm arrogant and I want to talk like this. I've said it many times already. The fucking arrogance from that fucking comment in itself. I've said this many times already, that teams have a certain playing style against us, which is a very good strategy to play, and we haven't found the answer yet. And that every time going 1-0 down doesn't really help as well after 5 minutes or so. It's a bit that teams know which strategy to play against us. I mean, Arnie, do you genuinely want to lose your job? Do you genuinely want to be unemployed? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Do you want to go and take over from the guy that left Liverpool, Johnny Heitinga at Ajax? Is that what you want? You want to go and take over at Ajax for Johnny Heitinga, who's probably going to get sacked soon because he's also toilet at Ajax. And everyone's sat there going, oh, it's Johnny Heitinga. That's the reason why. I even fell for it myself. He's about to get sacked from Ajax. Arnie, do you want to go and manage Ajax? Because you are clearly coming out and telling everybody how to beat Liverpool, and the fact that you have no idea how to fix it. We are still, even today, when we don't play well, able to score 2 goals and create more chances than only the 2 goals we score from open play. But yeah, you cannot even compete, which we don't do at the moment. We don't compete up there because we simply concede too many goals, and that is not something. I only look at our defence because that's something we do have 11 players together. Like, I don't even understand how you're talking. Like, it's difficult for me to read what you're saying because it just sounds like gibberish. It just sounds like total gibberish. It just sounds like, I hate to say it, it sounds like Brendan Rodgers. You're doing everything that Brendan Rodgers does. You're doing everything that Brendan Rodgers did at Liverpool when he had no idea how to play in the Premier League anymore and he was found out. And you're talking in riddles and you're talking shit, basically. That's what you're doing, really. Really. Teams are playing long ball because they know you're shit at it because you told everyone. And you concede loads of goals from set pieces this season because you told everyone you did. Like, and you don't really score any set pieces, which you also told everyone that you can't do. So the opposition will probably give us set pieces. So I don't really understand, like, Why are you doing interviews for a start? Like, why does anyone want to talk to you? Why do they want to listen to your shit? Like, I don't want to listen to you talk anymore. Like, I want to see action. I want to see something different. I've seen absolutely nothing different from the shit sandwiches that you served us when we won the league. And I know we won the league, and everyone keeps on saying, oh, we won the league. But we've been crap since. And that can't be forgotten. You have to move on from the fact that, yes, we won the league, but Liverpool have been shit since. Like, if you add all the numbers up, we're 13th in the table from the form that we've taken from winning the league. And that also means, by the way, that we won 5 games on the trot this season. And I know you don't want to hear it, and I don't want to say it, but has he lost the dressing room? And this is something that Jurgen did. Liverpool players posted on social media when they didn't like my decisions. They quickly delete it, but I'd ask them about it in front of the whole team. Are you actually singling out your players and actually man management correctly right now? Because I don't think you are. I don't think you are. I don't think anyone is accountable right now. I don't think anybody is accountable at Liverpool right now. Nobody is being singled out. Like, people are doing team talks. Like, why are you rolling out Andy Robertson to do the talk after the Brentford game when he played 10 minutes? He played 10 minutes in that game. Like, what the hell has Andy Robertson got to talk about? Like, get Virgil out there. Get Mo Salah out there. Mo Salah needs to do some talking now because Mo Salah has stunk the place up all season. He needs to get his ass out there. Virgil needs to go out there more and talk about how you're going to change things. You probably need to go out there and just apologize to the fans because right now you're the biggest problem. And this also seems to be a very big problem. Every single team is just thumping the ball into our box from long distance. Every single team. The opponent's style against Liverpool is direct football. Nothing else. Every single team has done it. Every single team. And we can all sit there and go, oh, well, we've got Aston Villa next. They won't do it. Why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't Crystal Palace do it again? Why wouldn't Real Madrid just do it? They've got Trent. They might have Trent as a right back. He could just thump a long ball. Manchester City did it against Arsenal. And then the game after that, who have we got? I think we've got West Ham, Leeds. They'll probably do it. Everybody knows our weakness because our own manager told them all. He told them our weakness and he criticised them for playing long ball. He criticised them. He criticised Arsenal. He criticised Newcastle United. He's criticised them all for playing long ball. Criticised Burnley. Dude, these teams got goals against us. They played well against us. Obviously, Arsenal and Burnley didn't. But Brentford did. Galatasaray did. They all played long ball. 19% of all Premier League goals this season have come via corners. 45 goals from 241 from corners. Are we going to do anything about it? Are we going to be able to stop it? Are we going to be able to stop it? Because we concede a lot of goals from set pieces. And we've got Crystal Palace tomorrow. And then we've got Aston Villa, who are on the back of winning 5 games in a row, by the way. 4 games in a row. We've lost 4 in the Premier League. They've won 4 in the Premier League. And they've just beaten Manchester City. So, how is that going to pan out? We can't defend corners. We can't defend free kicks. We can't defend long throws. We can't defend a goalkeeper kicking the ball 60 yards. Newcastle United. We can't defend that. We can't defend long throws, Crystal Palace and Nketiah, the winner. We can't defend long balls. Sanchez. Sorry, not Sanchez. Estevao. Chelsea. Away. Long ball. Through to him. Can't defend them. Can't defend Brentford. Damsgaard. Right through the entire team. We can't defend long throws. Atara scoring the first goal against Brentford, scoring the first goal against us versus Brentford. Long ball right through the midfield. Who was that against? Bournemouth at home. Like Asula, long ball from the goalkeeper. That was the equaliser for Newcastle United. It over and over again, Liverpool cannot control games and we cannot control the opposition from winning second balls. Second ball, Manchester United. Twice. Manchester United beat us twice with a second ball. And Mbuemo got the second ball. I don't think it was Fernandez got a second ball to Mbuemo. And then you've also got Ahmed got the second ball after Konate headed it, and then Mbuemo scored. Virgil headed it, and then Mbuemo scored. And then you've also got Maguire. Maguire scored from a second ball that was won. Like we can't defend second balls, and we can't defend long balls. Well, that's your job to sort that out, Arnie. That's your job to sort that out, because we have 2 of the best central defenders in headering the ball in the Premier League, in Virgil van Dijk and Konate. We do. We can't say we haven't, because we have. But what you need to have is some midfield around them that when they do header the ball, then there's someone from Liverpool to challenge for the ball that's been headed away. That's an issue. You need to sort that out. Like, I'm not a manager. Half of you aren't managers. But you know that's an issue. You know that's an issue because you can see it on the pitch. You need to sort it out. Crystal Palace is not going to get any easier. And right now, these are the games. Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Manchester City. Oh, and Nottingham Forest. I missed out Nottingham Forest, who have now got Sean Dyche, who scores more goals from corners and set pieces than any other manager in the league. Any other manager in the league. And guess what they did? They won their European game 2-0. And a couple of long balls. That's how they won their game. And we have them at home. We have them at home, but we have Manchester City away. Oh, that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good. And we can all say, oh, we're at home. We conceded goals at home. We conceded 2 against Atletico Madrid. We conceded 1 against Southampton. We conceded 2 against Bournemouth. We conceded 1 against Everton. We concede goals every single game. Every single game. You don't think we'll concede a goal at home to Palace or Villa or Real Madrid or Nottingham Forest? Really? And right now, we don't score enough goals. We used to be this goal machine. But now, it's Ekitike, and that's it. If Ekitike doesn't get you on, if Ekitike doesn't score the goal first and do it early, Liverpool aren't even in games anymore. Liverpool aren't even in games if Ekitike or Cody do not score in the first half. We're not even in games. If those two don't get a goal in the first half, then we are normally behind. And we are normally trying to get back into the game now. And you don't think we'll go a goal behind to Palace? Really? Really? Or Villa? Or Real Madrid? Real Madrid just beat Barcelona. Jude Bellingham's back for Real Madrid. And that is not a good sign. And he's back with a bang. Got a goal and an assist in the El Clasico. And he played brilliantly. And Real Madrid had goals disallowed that were dodgy and penalties saved. And Real Madrid were in this. Were on top in that game. Massively on top in that game. So those 5 games could well decide the future of this Liverpool manager. Easily. And we have to honestly have some questions now of who actually starts for Liverpool. Like, who is worthy of playing for Liverpool now? Because right now, there is a huge amount of conversation around who actually stays in this team. This is the formation I pick, by the way. This is the formation I pick. Like, and I'm not talking about Wirtz in the 10. I'm talking about Wirtz in the 8. I'm talking about Gravenberch as your defensive midfielder, and he doesn't go anywhere. He stays in front of Van Dijk and Konate and shields them. And in some passages of play, we play with a back 5. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. We need someone in the middle who stops the long ball getting past our defence. We need someone just to stop that long ball. I don't care. Just stick a guy there and he can see it. Oh, it's coming from over that way. Okay, I'll move over to the left or the right. And then you play Wirtz and Szoboszlai as your 8s. Or you play Curtis Jones. But right now, Curtis Jones, I think, is injured. And you have to have this conversation. Who actually starts for Liverpool now? Like, I don't think Konate should start for Liverpool now. I now think that Joe Gomez should be played for Liverpool. And I also think that Woodman should now start for Liverpool instead of Mamadashvili. I think we need to give other players a chance now because we've been so bad. Like, and they have been bad. Like, Konate has been terrible. He's been terrible. Like, take him out the team. Take him out the team. Give him a rest for a bit. Let him sit there and watch Joe Gomez get some form behind him. And on the right-hand side, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know who you play right now because Bradley's been terrible. Szoboszlai's been terrible. Frimpong isn't a right back, so just ignore that. Like, just stop doing that. So is it a case of you play Konate and you play Joe Gomez there, but then you have no centre-back cover on the bench? I just think that's a bit crazy. So you probably just have to persevere with Bradley. But you play Bradley as a right back. Like, not inverted, just a right back. And do some defending. Don't care, just defend. Just defend. Your midfield can create. Szoboszlai, Wirtz, or Jones can create. They can create. I don't need my wing back. I don't need my Robinson or my Bradley to create now. I don't need them to create. I need them to defend. Because we are so fucking leaky right now. Conceded over 50 goals this year. Like, this isn't a Liverpool thing. This isn't a Liverpool thing, over 50 goals. What? This isn't Liverpool. Right now, we're conceding 2 goals a game. So, just make it tight. Make it tight. Robbo, play Robbo. I don't care. Play Robbo as your left back. Kirkes has been horrible. Okay, so play Robbo. Play Robbo, play Virgil, because Virgil feels comfortable with Robbo in front of him. And then play Szoboszlai or Curtis Jones in front of them. On the left-hand side. And then play Canate or play Gomez, but I'd rather Gomez was there now, to be honest. And then play Bradley. And have 2 number 8s. Have 2 number 8s and a defensive midfielder. No number 10. Don't need this number 10 shit now. Number 10 shit is done. It's done for me. It's done for me. Just bin those tactics. That number 10 stuff is just crap. It's not worked. Didn't really work last season. The only reason it worked is because Dominic Szoboszlai was doing Mo Salah's dirty work. Well, guess what, Mo? You're going to have to start doing some dirty work, mate. Otherwise, you don't get played. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. Wirtz has played right-hand side for 1 game and got 2 assists. Put him there again. Put him there again. Put him on the right-hand side. Put him on the right-hand side. Put Cody on the left-hand side and put Ekitike down the middle. And Isaac can come off the bench. Salah can come off the bench. Like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this mollycoddling. I'm done with letting players get away with not having to do any work. I'm done with it. And I'm done with playing a number 10 because Ekitike gets in the way. I'm done with playing a number 10 when Ekitike gets in the way of Wirtz whenever they play together. Him and Wirtz get in each other's way when they're close together. Stop it. Stop it now. And make us more defensive. Put more players in midfield, and keep the defence as a defence. Half of your defence doesn't need to be in midfield. Half of your defence doesn't need to be in the other half. You can catch them on the break. You're playing with 3 strikers, potentially. You can make chances through your 2 number 8s and your 3 forwards. Like, if you can't make chances with 2 number 8s and 3 forwards, then what are you fucking doing? Like, what are you doing? You don't need your left back and your right back to be your fucking attack. You don't need your defensive midfielder to be part of your attack. If you can't do it with 5 players in the opposition's half, then what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? But we just leave ourselves wide open in the middle of the park consistently. Stop playing all of your players up front. You have 3 forwards. Just use them and use the number 8s to be able to create. Because if you can't create with Szoboszlai and Jones, then I don't know what you're doing. Or if you can't get Szoboszlai and Jones to get the ball to Cody or to get the ball to Wirtz, then I don't know what we're doing. And guess what? If you haven't got loads of forwards up front, then Wirtz might have some fucking room to actually do some magic. Then Ekitike might have some room to do some magic. And Cody, for once, might cross the friggin' ball. He might cross the ball. So that's how I feel. So let's have a look at preview. So let's do a preview. Actually, shall we talk about some of the news? Okay, so let's Okay, let's talk about some of the news before we do a preview. All right. So the first thing I wanted to mention was this, which is a bit random, but it did come up. Where is it? Oh, I also wanted to show you this as well, which might make you a bit angry, but hey ho. So this was on Reddit. Where is it? Can you see it? Yeah. So this was on Reddit. So we've been getting worse for a while. So this is the XG. So the expected goals for and expected goals against. So the expected goals for is blue and the expected goals against is red. So we've actually been getting worse for a long time. Okay. So this is games since game 20 of season 24-25. Okay. So from the 20th game of last season, we have actually been progressively getting worse in the XG against and the XG for. So this isn't something which is just like suddenly arrived and we're like, oh my god, when did this happen? No, this has been going on for a long time. And also the interesting thing is the pre-press conference has been cancelled. So we declined it. I know you don't have to have it, but we've actually declined the press conference for the Palace game. I thought I'd also mention that. I also wanted to show you. Where is it? So this is the Canate stuff. So obviously, someone mentioned in the chat Canate. So Canate's turned down contract now. So Canate's going to leave. All right. So it's looking likely that Canate goes. There's also been more stuff talked about Guehi. But the thing is, the thing that worries me, okay, this genuinely concerns me now, okay, is if we don't get Mark Guehi in January, there's a good chance we will either sign Paul Van Hecke or Yuri Bass from Ajax. This frightens me now because this, to me, feels like Arne Slot is trying to basically rebuild Feyenoord at Liverpool, and the guy thinks that he's working in the Eredivisie and not the Premier League. Like, if we are building, and I'll make this abundantly clear, if we are building a team for Arnie, which has got a combination of Eredivisie players and Bundesliga players to win the Premier League, then we are going to end up mid-table. We're going to end up mid-table. I'm just getting my dog in 2 secs. Coming in. Then we're going to end up mid-table because those two leagues are not the Premier League. They're just not. And if you're going to try and build a team around players that were good in that league when Ten Hag brought them all to the Premier League and they were all toilet, then I have a problem. And Van Hecke is a terrible defender. He's a terrible defender. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want Van Hecker at Liverpool. I don't want Van Hecker at Liverpool. And the other guy, Yuri Aas, plays for Ajax. And Ajax have been shit since Johnny Height. Well, they've been shit since last season. Like Ajax have been shit for a while, but they've been terrible under Johnny Heitinger. And I'm sorry, but if that's what we're doing, then we definitely need to make a change before that happens, because we still have some remnants of a great team at Liverpool that just won a league. We've still got 80% of that team at Liverpool. Like, and I get everybody, and I get that everyone's talking about, oh, we this is a transition. We've got loads of new players. Sunderland have bought 14 players. Sunderland have bought 14 players, and they're what, second in the league? Bournemouth had their entire back line sold, and one of their star strikers and their goalkeeper, and they're ahead of us in the league. Like, I can't have this crap of, oh, we lost Trent and we lost. We lost Trent and we've lost. Going out. Sorry, that was my dog. Oh, we've lost Trent and we've lost Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota and Harvey Elliott, Tyler Morton and Gerald Quansah. None of them played. And the forwards that we've signed to replace them, I'm sorry, you're not getting a free pass. You're not getting a free pass when you signed Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike. You're not getting a free pass. And you're not getting a free pass when you go, oh, Harvey Elliott's gone or Luis Diaz has gone. You signed Florian Wirtz. And I get the Trent one. But Connor Bradley was doing a good job. He was doing okay. Connor Bradley was doing okay. All right? That's one where I thought you should have improved. I thought you should have got a proper right back. Thought you should have gone and got a proper right back, because Frimpong is not a right back. Like, he's not a right back, so just stop it. And he's not played there anyway, really, has he? Because Dominic Szoboszlai has. So that one you can just chuck out the window. And I also get the whole Quansah one. I don't understand the Quansah sale now. If you weren't going to buy Guehi, like, you didn't get Guehi. Like, selling Quansah was a dumb idea now. It's a dumb idea now. But you've got Joe Gomez and you've not played him. So it makes no sense. Like, Joe Gomez could definitely come in and do a great job. Like, we won the league with Joe Gomez and Virgil at the back. Like, have we forgotten? Have we forgotten how good Joe Gomez can be? Joe Gomez was the best left back in the league 2 years ago. Like, he was the best left back in the league by a country mile 2 years ago. Joe Gomez came in last season and played really well for Liverpool in the title race. He did. When we needed him, just before Christmas. Have we forgotten that? And Conor Bradley was there as well. Like, we can't forget what we've done with the players that we had. We had a midfield last season of Dominic Szoboszlai in the 10, Alexis McAllister in the 8, and Ryan Gravenberch in the 6. Like, we can't forget what we did last season, and we can still do it again. But the manager needs to pull his finger out of his arse and needs to realise you're not Feyenoord now. We haven't given you all of these players to play Feyenoord football in the Premier League. We haven't. We have not done that. Last season, we were one of the best teams at defending set pieces. Like, you don't just forget that because you got rid of one player. Like, Gerald Quansah didn't have anything to do with the team. And Trent was useless at defending. So, I don't understand your point there. You still got that team. Like, put it back together. Run it again with some fresh players. Like, Konate's been awful. He needs to move out of the team now. Put him on the bench. He's going to be on the bench anyway for this game. He has to be on the bench for this game. Need to start making changes that matter. Need to start installing the fact that we've been garbage. I'm about to lose my job as a manager and I need to make some changes. And I need people to be accountable now. And if that's Mo Salah, it's Mo Salah. If that's Konate, it's Konate. Like, it is. Then it just is. Like, if that's Kirkez gets frozen out. Sorry. Bye-bye, Kirkez. You're on the bench. Need to do it. Need to do it. And you need to start panicking. You need to stop panicking. And every game that we go behind, you panic, take all your players off and put all the attackers on. And then we lose anyway. Because all you've got is attackers on the pitch. So you can't defend. You might score a goal, but you can't defend. You can get back into the game to a 3-2 with Mo Salah scoring a worldie, but then you've got no team. You've got no team. You've got no team on the pitch. All you've got is strikers and no midfielders. How do the strikers get the ball when your midfielders aren't there? Like, it's just basic stuff. Really basic stuff. Really basic stuff, Arnie. Makes me so frustrated. So frustrated. And then we've got everybody crying for Mo Salah to be dropped. Everybody crying for Mo Salah to be dropped. Look, and I get it. Look, I get it. He's been poor. He has been poor. But it all coincides with the manager's new tactics. All of it coincides. There's a correlation between it. 2020, you don't go from the guy who did what he did in 2024. Oops, I don't know why I'm bigger than that. I shouldn't be bigger than that. There you go. Oops, not better? Yeah. You don't go from a guy that does what he did in 2024 to fall off like this. You don't. There's correlation in it. There's correlation in it, and it's got to be down to the way he's being played. It's the way he's being played. He doesn't touch the ball as much. He doesn't get the ball in the box as much. Like, it's not about Mo anymore. It's about, I don't know what it's about. It's about possession. Doesn't seem to be about any individual player anymore. Maybe it's about Cody Hapko. I don't know. Like, he gets the ball more than anyone else for some reason. But Mo's on 189 goals. Like, we have to stop this nonsense of, he needs to get dropped, he needs to get sold. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. If anything, he probably just needs to be played up front. Like, play him up front. Play Mo Salah up front now. Put him in as your 9. Like, put him as your 10. I don't know. But do something that gets him closer to the goal. Because the guy scores goals. He's got 189 of them. 189 goals. He's already broken the record of the most goal involvements than any other player for a club. He overtook Wayne Rooney. So Salah isn't the problem. Salah is not the problem. The structure, the tactics, they're the problem. Look, if we're not doing anything for front, put Mo up there, because at least you know he's going to get a goal. And I would play him. I would play him against Crystal Palace. I really would. I'd play him against Crystal Palace. And Florian Wirtz, like I don't know what you're doing with Florian Wirtz now, but this was his heat map against Brentford. Like, he's playing as a right-sided midfielder. He wasn't even in the attack. Like, I don't know what you're doing with him. Like, you have to get him into the game. You have to get him into the game. So play him as a false 9. Play him as a left winger. Play him as an 8. I don't care. Play him as a number 8 now. Like, play him on the left-hand side as an 8 and just drop your 10. Like, give him a little bit of room to breathe where he can make things happen, because we aren't getting the ball and controlling it. And you probably want to give it to the guy who's really good at orchestrating play, the metronome, the creator. I mean, the guy got like, I think it was 16 assists and 15 goals last season for Bayer Leverkusen. Like, playing where he's got room to breathe. Stop clogging up his areas with other players and stop playing him in a place that he's never played before. He's never been a right midfielder and he's certainly never been a right back. And you played him in dumb positions consistently, so far away from where he's naturally gifted. And I agree with a lot of you in the chat. Like, if you want to drop players. Like, I'm fine with it. Like, any of them can be dropped. Any of them can be dropped right now. They really can. But unfortunately, we have to play some players. We have to play some players. And I'm sorry, like, but I'm going back to the old guard. I'm going back to the old guard because at least they know how to battle. At least they played Premier League football and they've won a league. We can't rely on all of these new players to all go into the team and make us win. We can't. We can't. They've never done it before at Liverpool. They've never felt this. There's a lot of players at Liverpool who haven't felt it ever. They haven't felt it ever. There's a couple that have. There's a couple that were in that team when Jurgen lost a couple on the bounce. There's a couple that we've still got. One of them's Mo, one of them's Virgil, one of them's Robbo. You might need to go back to the well with this. Anyway, and there's another player as well that's really not doing it this season. And we and the crazy thing is we sold him to Aston Villa. Like Harvey Elliott could be on his way back to Liverpool. There was a scathing comments that were talked about from So Harvey Elliott could be sent back to Liverpool as Unai Emery makes blunt statements. So Unai Emery's basically said that Harvey Elliott's just not being good enough. He's not trained well enough, and he's not being good enough in the team. So Harvey Elliott, everyone said that he's gonna be amazing. He needs to play football. Maybe his attitude stinks as well. Maybe he's another player that just coasted last season and has that attitude of, I don't really need to do that much because we're going to win. Maybe all this hype last season, all this partying and all of this, we won the league nonsense, really got on a lot of people's heads and they genuinely think they're better than they are. And they've been brought back to earth with a bloody bang, I'll tell you that. Kostas Tsimikas is also being called lazy by his manager for Roma. Like, they're not all having a good time. There's a lot of players that were at Liverpool that have not been good since. Obviously, the Saudi players and Luis Diaz, it's a bit different. Luis Diaz is in a winning team for Bayern Munich, so it was always going to be well for him. Darwin Núñez is playing in Saudi Arabia. Like, be fine for him. Kostas Tsimikas has not gone too well. Harvey Elliott, not gone too well. Tyler Morton's done well, but Tyler Morton didn't really play for us. Did he? Gerald Quansah, I'd say Bayer Leverkusen haven't done too well, and I think he's now out with the team. So it's not all poppycops and roses. So let me talk about some of the type of players that Arnie signed for Feyenoord. So I'm just basically doing a search. Okay, so I wanted to just cover this before we do the preview and then we'll head out of here. Okay, so there's 100 of you in here. So if you could hit the like and subscribe, that would be amazing. So I just did a few AI searches. That's all, just really simple stuff. Okay, I just wanted to find out some basic information. Yeah, the Kwanzaa one is weird. The Kwanzaa one's weird, like, but then again, Joe Gomez just hasn't played any football, and Canate should have been dragged out the team a long time ago, if I'm completely honest. So I just did a couple of searches, basically, and I just said type of players, Arne Slot signed for Feyenoord. Yeah? Okay, so some of the players he signed for Feyenoord. Santiago Guimarães, a mobile, high-pressing centre-forward acquired from Mexico's Liga MX. Slot's coaching transformed Gimenez into a prolific goalscorer, developing his pressing game and ability to exploit space. Are any of the players we signed like Gimenez? Is Isaac like Gimenez? No, he doesn't press. What about Ekitike? No, he doesn't press. Does Ekitike win the ball in the air much? No. Does Isaac win the ball in the air enough? No. They're not like that. Okay, so we didn't really sign a player like that. Okay. Igor Paxao, a dynamic Brazilian winger with strong one-on-one ability signed from Curitiba. He has dribbling skills to beat defenders and also possesses a potential positional intelligence to combine with other forwards. Have we signed any players like that? Is Vert like that? Potentially. People say Vert isn't a winger, but I'd say he is a winger. So I'd say Vert is potentially like that. But a pacey winger that can go past people, we haven't signed any. We sold one, Luis Diaz. We haven't signed any. Cody Hakpo doesn't do that. Mo Salah doesn't do that. Chiesa doesn't do that. So no. Javio Dissarum, a winger brought in from Hertha Berlin, another winger, another wide player for the attacking options. Haven't signed one. Have we signed a winger like that, though? I would say Jerome Frimpong is a pacey winger that can go past players. I would say he's got positional intelligence to link up with forwards. Yes, he has. So maybe we have, but maybe we're just not playing him where he should be played. So you've got Jerome Frimpong, who can play on the right, and you've got Florian Wirtz, who can play on the left. So you did sign two players that could play left or right wing. You did. In Florian Wirtz and Jerome Frimpong. But you're not playing them there. Okay. Calvin Stengs, an attacking midfielder slot new at his time from AZ. Stengs is a highly technical player who thrives in the centre pockets of space in Slot's system. Does anyone play like that apart from Wirtz? Everyone says Wirtz. Okay, so Wirtz signed an attack. Wirtz is the attacking midfielder that we signed. Okay. Quinton Timber, box-to-box central midfielder, known for his intensely and technical... Sorry, let me just bring that down because we've got midfielders now. Quinton Timber. Have we signed anyone like Quinton Timber? No. Nobody. Matt Weaver. Have we signed any defensive midfielders? No. Ramaz Zakori. Another we haven't signed any defensive midfielders. None whatsoever. Didn't sign any. Okay. So we haven't signed any pacey wingers and we haven't signed any defensive midfielders. Okay. Interesting. Defenders. David Hancho, a left-footed centre-back. Haven't signed a left-footed centre-back who can also play full-back. We haven't signed one. Is Kirkes that? No, he's not. Thomas Beelen, a young, tall centre-back who was a product of the Dutch system. Have we signed a young, tall centre-back? Yes, we have. We've signed Leone, but now he's injured. So we did sign one. Bart Nunenkoop, a versatile right-back capable of fulfilling different roles, including rotating with the winger or inverting. Have we signed a player like that? No. If you think Frimpong is that guy, then he's not, because Frimpong can't invert. So no. Marco Lopez, a left back signed from San Antonio Earthquakes, bringing technical versatility. Maybe Kirkez is Marco Lopez. Maybe Kirkez is Marco Lopez. That's it. They're all the players. They're all the players that Arnie signed that really stick out with Feyenoord. Okay? We haven't really gone for any of those type of players. Or if we have, some of them were not playing in the right positions. And we haven't signed any defensive midfielders. And he signed loads. Okay? All right. So now let's have a look at some of Arnie Slot's comments about Liverpool's poor form. Key comments and observations. Tactical weaknesses. Slot acknowledges that some opponents like Manchester United and Brentford have found a very effective strategy against his team. Why? Why would you say that? Why would you tell people? Why would you tell people? Liverpool have struggled against teams that use low defensive blocks and play a lot of long balls. He has told us that. He's told everybody that's a weakness for Liverpool. Okay. Losing duels and second balls. Slot pointed to his team's struggles in winning duels and second balls as a major factor. He said that. Okay? He said that. Slow starts. Slot noted that conceding early goals has made it much harder for Liverpool to win games. He said that. Creating chances but not converting. Slot stated that despite the losses, the team has still been able to create a good number of chances in the second half of matches. He expressed belief that if they keep creating chances and improve a few things, they will start winning again. He thinks he's okay. He thinks Liverpool are fine. He thinks we just need to convert a few more chances. So he's happy with us conceding 2 goals and playing dog shit. He's happy with it. He's happy with it. Disappointing performance. Following the loss to Brentford, Slot describes his team's performance as far from what they are used to. Bollocks. We've been playing like that for a long time, Arnie. Honestly criticised by pundits. Slot's public admissions about the team's weaknesses and struggles with certain tactics have been criticised by some pundits, including Rio Ferdinand, who described them as bad excuses that could give other teams a blueprint to beat Liverpool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 100% agree with Rio. 100% agree with Rio. Now, shall we have a look at Slot's tactics at Feyenoord and tell me whether you think these are the same as what he's doing at Liverpool? Okay? Slot's tactics at Feyenoord were characterised by a high-intensely possession-based style with a dynamic attacking structure and an aggressive high press. Everything in that I agree with, apart from the high press. We don't press anymore. While often utilising a 4-2-3-1 formation, his system featured fluid player movement and adaptation depending on the opposition. We don't adapt. We don't adapt and we don't press. Okay, 2 things missing. Now listen to the rest. Attacking principles. Dynamic possession-based play. Slot's team prioritised maintaining possession with patient build-up and quick, intricate passing sequences. No passing sequences anymore, but lots and lots of possession and patient build-up, which will put you asleep. Positional flexibility. Big issue here. Red flags everywhere. Although the system often started as 4-2-3-1, it would shift during play into structures like 3-2-5. That's it. That's it. That is Liverpool. Liverpool is Feyenoord. Liverpool is Feyenoord right now. We play the same way as Feyenoord played, but Feyenoord would be mid-table in the Premier League. They'd be a mid-table team because the tactics don't work in the Premier League. Nobody plays Dutch football in the Premier League because Dutch football in the Premier League gets you sacked. It gets you sacked. It's got lots of managers sacked playing Dutch football in the Premier League. Frank de Boer, Crystal Palace, sacked. Ten Hag, Manchester United, sacked. Gets you sacked because Dutch football is crap in the Premier League. Dutch football is crap in Holland. Nobody watches Dutch football apart from people in Holland because it's crap. I'm sorry, it's crap. I just want to read this out again so everybody can understand this. Although the system often started as 4-2-3-1, it would shift during play into structures like 3-2-5, vagina ball, donut hole, no midfield, everybody's fucking gone from the middle. Team are all hanging around in the opposition's attack doing diddly squat. Kirkes is playing as a centre-back. This is it. This is it. Wingers were key. Holding width to stretch the defence. What wingers? Are you talking about Mo Salah as a winger? Really? You're talking about Mo Salah as a winger now? The last time Mo Salah was a winger was about 4 years ago. Mo Salah is not a winger. You can't play Mo Salah as a winger because he hasn't done the job for about 4 years. And he's also not fast and not that skillful anymore. Okay? Mo needs space and Mo needs the goal. And Cody? Are you talking about Cody Hapko as a winger? Really? What, the guy who picks the ball up and then cuts inside? He's not a winger. So your tactics are fundamentally fucked because you don't have any wingers that hold width and stretch defence, while advancing midfielders and fullbacks would move into different channels to create overloads. Are we talking about the fact that we are now playing more than 5 players up front? Because we've got Cody, Mo. You've also took the number 10, yeah, who's Verts. He's in there. Then you've also got, who else in there? Oh, you've got your number 9. So you've got Isaac or Ekitike in there. And then you're still missing one player. You still need another player because that's not 5. That isn't 5. That's 4. So, yes, one more goes in there. And guess who that person is? That is your other midfielder. That is your left-sided number 8, which is always McAllister. He ends up in there. There's your 5. Unless you want to do it a different way and you want to chuck your fucking right back in there. So you throw your right back in there. Or what you could do is make things even more shit. Yeah? You can dump your defensive midfielder, who isn't a defensive midfielder anyway. Yeah? So you can dump him and you can move him into the number 10 position maybe. And then move your right back into midfield. So then he's part of the 2. So your 3-2 will be your left back, your centre-back and your other centre-back and your two would be your defensive midfielder, but he's not really. So he's going to be a number 8. And then your right back could be that guy, or your right back could actually be in the attack. Are you serious with these tactics? Are you genuinely serious with these tactics? Like, these tactics will never ever work for Liverpool because they will never ever work in the Premier League. Never ever. They will never work in the Premier League because all the opposition has to do is play more midfielders and we're fucked. Just play more midfielders. We've got 2 midfielders and one of them probably isn't even a midfielder. So what will they do? Oh yeah, they'll just play 3. Just 3 midfielders there. Or drop one of their attackers into midfield. And we're fucked. That's it. That's it. This numerical advantage that Arnie thinks is the saviour, is the blueprint, is a skid mark. It's a skid mark to Liverpool right now. Ever since he started this and started serving shit sandwiches at Anfield and shit sandwiches since last season, because it all started last season. Because 2025 has been horrible. It's been horrible. It's terrible football. I can pick 3 games where we played well. Manchester City away was one of them. Fair enough. We absolutely battered Man City away. That was a good game. Not going to say it wasn't. But it was a Mo Salah game where Mo got an assist and a goal and we won 2-0. Also, Bournemouth away last season, we were really good. That was in 2025. Mo Salah scored both the goals. Like, it's a much of a muchness, which normally ends up with Mo Salah doing something in that game. This is a crap show. This is an absolute crap show. And we need to talk about dominance in central areas and overloading the build-up, because this is also wild. Dominating in central areas, Feyenoord heavily targeted zone. I talked about zone 14 last season, the hot zone. But I talked about it when we were playing with 3 in midfield. Like, when we had a midfield, it looked good. But now it's just an absolute mess. It's a madwoman shite. It's a madwoman shite. The area just outside the penalty box, where everyone just hangs out and does nothing, to create and score goals. Fullbacks and wingers would execute cutbacks. No wingers. We don't play with wingers. Fullbacks don't even get the ball passed to them. So there's no cutbacks. There's no cutbacks anymore. Like, I would assume there would be cutbacks if you play Frimpong as a right winger. I would assume there would be cutbacks if you played Kirkes as a natural wide left back. But during the structure, Kirkes is in the fucking 3 at the back. He's in the 3 at the back. It literally says it, 3-2-5. I also talked about Area 51. You're right. You're right. He might as well play there. Okay, area just outside the penalty box. Fullbacks and wingers would execute cutbacks. No, they don't, because the fullbacks don't even get the ball past to them, and they don't even get there. And the wingers cut inside now, so they don't even go wide. Where multiple attacking players would arrive to create high-quality chances. Everybody just arrives and creates high-quality chances. No, they don't, because they'll hang around in the box holding each other's dicks. Because that's what they do now. They don't do anything in the box now. They all get in each other's way. They try and pass the ball to each other 5 yards, and then the ball gets to the opposition, and then guess what happens? Donut hole, one pass at all it takes, straight through, and then you're up against the 3 centre-backs. Because there's no midfield. No midfield. Overloading the build-up. To overcome the opponent's press, slot side used a numerical advantage at the back when faced with a 2-striker press. A midfielder would drop to create a 3v2 situation to progress the ball. Okay, let's break that down. Yeah. That is how Arnie bases this whole system. We have more players in that area, so we will be better. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. If you have more players in that area and you give up possession, you now have less players in the other area. That's how it works. And if you have less players in your defense than the opposition has attack, then you're always going to get fucked. You're always going to get fucked, especially when your attack is no good. When your attack is no good, then you're always going to get screwed. And that's why the opposition have scored loads and loads of goals with their first shot on goal. That's why. Because you're giving them high quality chances, because you're not playing any football where the numerical advantage is helping you. That's just the way it is. And you already know your problem. Your problem is long balls into the box and set pieces. Why would you want less defenders in your box? Why would you want less defenders in that area, but you want to have more attackers in their area when all they've got to do is boot the ball long? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And how do you win the second ball if you have no players in the area to win the second ball because you're playing vagina ball 3-2-5? And let's have a look at defensive principles, because this one is a doozy. This one's a doozy. Okay? And also adaptability and versatility, which we don't have. Okay? We don't have that in any sense at Liverpool right now. Defensive principles. High pressing. Nope. Should we just scratch that one off because there's no high pressing? Yeah. Inspired by managers like Jurgen Klopp. No. You may well have been inspired by him, but you don't do it. You don't do it because maybe you thought you were better. Maybe you think you're better because you won a league in your first season. Maybe you think you're better. Maybe your ego and your fucking bald head has gone to your fucking head. And you decided, you know what? Don't need to press no more. I'm too good for that. You fraud. Targeted pressure. The press was not random but coordinated. The press is an absolute abomination. The press is a mess. The press is a mess. Doesn't work anymore. We don't do it. We haven't got any players that do it anymore. The players you signed don't press. Like, the players you signed, actually, 2 of them are the best pressers in the Bundesliga. But you don't play them. You don't play them in the attack. So they can't press. Florian Wirtz and Jerome Frimpong can't press because they're not in the attacking third. They're not in the attacking third because right now Florian Wirtz plays as a right midfielder. And he's in the number 10 and he's too deep. He's not the attacker. And Frimpong, you don't even play as a right winger. You play him as a right back. So, nope, that doesn't happen. Compact defensive block. When a high press is not viable, Feyenoord would drop into a compact, narrow 4-4-2. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't play as a 4-4-2. We don't deny any space centrally or force opponents out wide anymore. We don't do that. Maybe you should do that, but you don't do it. You don't do it. Counter-pressing. After losing the ball, Feyenoord's players were drilled to immediately counter-press. That is a problem. That is a massive problem. That's the reason why we conceded against Crystal Palace. That's the reason why we conceded against Manchester United. That's the reason why we conceded against Chelsea. Because we were too busy trying to get at the opposition when we needed to defend. Too busy thinking about getting that way instead of going that way where the threat was. The threat was that way. The threat was in this direction. Had to win the second ball. You had to be in your position. Too busy trying to get down the other end to score the winner when the game was level. Adaptability and versatility. Flexibility within a structure. Really, we're flexible within a structure. Slot allowed his players freedom to rotate positions in attack. That's the biggest fucking problem right now. That is the biggest problem with Liverpool right now under Arne Slot, is the flexibility for all the attackers to just run around and get in each other's way and not actually do anything. This created unpredictability while keeping the team organised. No, it's not organised. It's a mess. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing up front. Do you think Alexander Isak actually knows what he's doing up front at Liverpool? Like, do you really think he came to Liverpool and he goes, you know what? This all makes sense to me. Yeah, if I stand here or I do this, I'm definitely going to play well and get the ball. No, mate. No, you won't. The only way you're going to get the ball for Liverpool right now is if you drop into midfield. That's the only way you're going to get the ball. Because the midfield aren't going to get you the ball. Because we don't have any. Because we're in the attack. Exploiting mismatches. Slot was known to make tactical adjustments based on opponents. No, he doesn't. When has Slot made tactical adjustments against opponents? He plays the same formation consistently in every game now. And we've been crap. So no, he doesn't. So I thought you'd enjoy me asking AI a couple of things about Arnie. So that was like a Q&A. That was like a Q&A of Arnie at Feyenoord. Just so you knew. Just so you knew exactly what the vision is. This is the future. This is the vision. This is the vision. This is what we spend 450 million on. This is the future of Liverpool with that 450 million spent. And everybody's now talking about, oh, we need to spend another 200. What? We need to spend another... So we need to go and buy Semenyo now, do we? So we need to go and buy Semenyo because we haven't got enough attackers. Like, we clearly haven't got enough attackers. So we need to now go and spend 100 million on Semenyo. Really? What we need to do is we need to fucking play the players in the right position. We need to play a formation that's going to stop us from conceding goals. And it's not hard. It's really not hard. And you don't think we've got enough good players? Everybody was saying we could win the league with what we've got. Everyone was saying there's a good chance we can win the double. People were waffling on about the quad. Like, you can't suddenly turn around and say, oh, it's Richard Hughes' fault for the players he signed and we need another 200 million. No. We need a manager that doesn't think the Feyenoord tactics are going to win in the league, because they're not. Because the tactics that won in the league last season were 4-3-3, which Jurgen Klopp left him. And I don't know how many times I have to say it. But what he played last season was left behind. It was left behind. And he tweaked it. But now he's gone, you know what? Don't need that. League was easy. I can play Feyenoord tactics at Liverpool now. And look where we are. We're a mid-table team. We're a mid-table team playing Feyenoord tactics in the Premier League. Just like Feyenoord would be a mid-table team if they played Feyenoord tactics in the Premier League. We're a mid-table team. We're a mid-table team on form. We're a mid-table team on the amount of goals we've conceded. We're a mid-table team on how we play football. We're a mid-table team with this manager. What were these players told? Like, what was the plan? Like, how was Florian Wirtz sold on Liverpool? How was Alexander Isak sold on? How was Ekitike sold on Liverpool? Like, what was Milos Kerkez told? Was Milos Kerkez really told, you know what, you're going to come to Liverpool, mate, and I'm going to play you as a centre-back? Why on earth would Milos Kerkez come to Liverpool to play as a centre-back? Why would Jerome Frimpong come to Liverpool to play as a right-back? When the first interview that Arnie was asked about Jerome Frimpong, he said he is Mo Salah's replacement. He said he will cover for Mo Salah when he goes to AFCON, which means he's going to be a right winger. And you're right. He's absolutely dismantled Liverpool's identity in 8 months. Not 2 seasons. He's done it. He's done it in 8 months, mate. Really? Is this it? How is he going to turn it around? The guy's delusional. The guy still thinks that we create loads of chances and if we just put them away, we'll be fine. I don't want to win games 3-2. I don't want heart attacks by us scraping a goal because we scored 2, then conceded 2, and then got a winner. Like, how are you treating your players? Like, how does Conor Bradley feel? He signed a 5-year contract, and now he's getting his place taken by a midfielder. Like, Jerome Frimpong hasn't played right wing once. Well, twice. He's played it twice. He played it twice because, like, we rested Salah. Like, the reason why. As soon as Salah was back in, Frimpong was back on the bench. Kerkez has been sold out to dry, like hung out to dry, 100%. Like, what about Ekitike? Like, how does Ekitike feel? Like, he come into the team, played really well, and then got dropped. Like, Isak's okay now. We'll just play him. Like, Ekitike was scoring goals, winning games, like creating big chances, like playing brilliant football, and then you drop him. You drop the guy. Like, how does he feel? Like, Wirtz. Like, how the hell does Wirtz feel? He's never played in the position that he's good at. Like, all these players have to be sat there in the changing room looking at the bald guy going, you're a fraud, mate. You're a fraud. Like, everything you say is bollocks. Like, you sold us. You sold us a lie. Like, and you can sit there going, well, I'm earning 200 grand a week. And this was another issue as well that I did speak about. When you start playing, you start paying all these players that you've signed big money, 200 grand a week, 250 grand a week. You have to have a manager that can manage them, manage these players, that can handle the egos. You've got Hugo Ekitike who's gone from 70 grand to 200. You've got Wirtz who's gone from like 100, 120 to 250. You've got Alexander Isak, 120 grand, 250. Kerkez, 100 grand he's on. And one of your best players this season is Curtis Jones, who's on 15 grand a week. Like, what are we doing here? Like, one of our best players this season, Chiesa, like, doesn't even get to start games. Like, scores the winner, scores the equaliser, comes on and completely changes the game, doesn't play. Like Rio Gigamoa, like, seriously? Like, this guy came on, scored the winner against Newcastle, and then he can't even get 10 minutes against Frankfurt away when you're winning 5-1. Really? Really? You can't even get a game there. Oh, you bring him on against Brentford when you're losing. Like, the man management is ass. It's pure ass. Like, I don't see green shoots. I don't see the tea leaves saying anything other than this season's done. This guy's done. Like, we're probably going to be out of a cup tomorrow. So then we'll be fighting on 3 fronts. You know how the FA Cup went. We got beat by Plymouth because you didn't care about that. We have to sit there and go, okay, we had a brilliant season last season with somebody else's tactics by the looks of it, somebody else's team. We need a guy to come in and, I don't know, rebuild it, hit the ground running, be able to handle a massive change in teams, in players, a massive change in a situation. Like, it's a really hard job. If we do pull the trigger and Arnie goes, whoever comes in, it's not an easy job. But you should be doing better than him. You should be doing better than him. If we went and got the Bournemouth guy, Aola, could he deal with it? Potentially. What if we went and got Glasner from Palace? Could he deal with it? I'd say yeah. I'd say make us more defensive. And right now, I'd say that's the most important thing. I say that's the most important thing right now. Is just to stop conceding goals. Like, maybe not having that goalkeeper, like Mamadashvili, maybe take him out of the team. He's been awful. Like, his distribution is dreadful. He gives the ball back straight away now. As soon as he kicks it up the pitch, it's coming right back at us. And he can't distribute anyway. He's got no control. He's all left-footed. He kicks the ball out consistently. Like, opposition know how to play against Liverpool with that goalkeeper. So maybe he needs to come out of the team. Maybe he was completely misprofiled. Like, is that the goalkeeper that he wanted? Maybe that's the goalkeeper he wanted. Like, I genuinely don't know. But right now we have a massive problem. And tomorrow ain't going to get any easier. I also want to big up someone who's just become a member as well. I missed you out. I'm sorry. Eagleheart. Big up Eagleheart. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Really appreciate it. If anyone else wants to become a member, hit the membership. It's 99p. Support the channel. If you like my content, please do. Or if you do want to support the channel, offer memberships out. Just pop in 5 memberships for other people. That always helps. That's kind of dried up a bit. I'm now under 100 members, which is a bit sad, really, when I was like at nearly 300 at one stage. But it is what it is. Times are hard, I understand. But if you can support, I really appreciate it. So let me share my screen and we'll quickly talk about the game. Yeah, lovely. So we'll quickly talk about the game. So I'll do a preview to the game. Bear with me. And then we'll head out. So this is the game. So Liverpool versus Crystal Palace key stats. Opt to have us at a 59% chance of winning in 90 minutes. Liverpool have progressed from 12 of their last 14 EFL Cup ties against Premier League opposition, only losing to Manchester City 22-23 fourth round and Newcastle United in last season's semi-final. So we've been good. The Reds haven't won any of their past 3 home meetings with Palace, which is not good. Last going 4 without a victory against a team outside the Big Six at Anfield versus Aston Villa from 2012-2014. As it turned out, Liverpool's 5-1 rout of Eintracht Frankfurt was only a brief moment of respite, and then we lost on Saturday 3-2. That's kind of how we lost in the game. But Mo Salah scored in the 89th minute, by the way. We were completely out of that game. Liverpool have now lost as many Premier League games this season as they did the whole of last season. And some of them, everybody thinks, oh, we won the league, so it doesn't matter. Well, to be honest, we shouldn't have been on the piss in Ibiza or on the piss in bloody Dubai when we were still playing football matches. The Optus supercomputer now rates Liverpool's title chances at 11%, compared to 66% for Arsenal. 7 points behind Arsenal. Shambles. On Wednesday, we face Crystal Palace. Palace have already overcome Liverpool twice this season. Penalties at Wembley, following a 2-2 draw, and claiming a 2-1 win when we played them at Selhurst Park when Eddie Nketiah scored. They battered us that game. The Reds have only won 2 of their 8 games against Palace in all competitions since 2022-23. Drawn 4, lost 2. We've not been good. Palace, who lost 1-0 to Arsenal, they won the FA Cup last season. If they opt to name their strongest lineup, forward, Ismail Sarr has plenty of form, troubling. He scored 5 goals in 8 games against us. Palace have been eliminated from 6 of their last 8 fourth-round ties. Liverpool, meanwhile, have progressed from 12. Liverpool versus Palace head-to-head. Liverpool's 2 wins against Crystal Palace since the start of 2022 is their joint fewest. Really bad form against Palace, by the way. At Anfield, Liverpool are winless in their last 3 meetings with Palace, drawing 2 and losing 1. I know, it's dreadful. They last went 4 home matches without victory against a team from outside the Big Six between 2012 and 2014 of Aston Villa. This will be the 5th EFL Cup meeting between Palace and Liverpool, with each side progressing from 2 of their previous 4. 59% win, 19% win to Palace, which is quite high, by the way, and 21% draw. But then, obviously, it'll go to penalties, and they beat us at penalties the last time they played us. And that is all I've got on that. Does anyone have a score prediction? Score predictions? Anyone? Does anyone think we're going to win? Well, let's just say that. That's probably the easiest one. Does anyone think we're actually going to win? And shall we have a look at the team, maybe? Shall we kind of look at the team? So I'll actually bring my tactics board up. The tactics board is back out. It's back out. Okay. Here it is. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to clear it because these were my ramblings from a show that I did, which you can all check out as well, by the way. It's How to Fix It. That's what it's called. So let's just put a 4-2-3-1 in there, because that's the crap that we serve right now. So we'll put a team in there, and then we'll move the numbers around. Okay. So this is the team that I think will play, by the way. Not this. This is obviously the formation that we'll play. Okay, so this is the team that I think will play. So Dom will get rested. Dom has to get rested. Dom has to get rested soon. Otherwise, the guy's going to die. He just can't keep on playing so many games. So I think it'll be Bradley, Virgil van Dijk. Not Virgil van Dijk, sorry. It'll be Bradley. Where's... I'll have to move Leone out. Mamadashvili won't play. It'll be Woodman. And I think Woodman should actually start games now. Ramsey will be on the bench. Frimpong's injured, so we'll move Frimpong out. Endo's back in, so I think it'll be Endo at the back with Gomez. I think McAllister will play. I think Naoni will play. I think Vert will be on the bench. I think Cody won't even be on the bench. I think Cody will be gone. Like, he won't even be on the bench. Same with Virgil van Dijk. I think Mo Salah will play. I think Ekitike will play. And I think Rio will play. So I think it'll be like this. And there's also an attacking midfield that needs to go in there. I understand that. Chiesa. So I think it could be Ekitike and Chiesa. Is that right? Yeah, and I have no idea who's on the bench. Like, we could probably put Nallo and Gordon. I think Gordon will be on the bench. Also, Morrison will be on the bench as well, I believe. I don't think Dom will be in the team. Canate might play, but I think he could play, actually. It could be Canate next to Gomez. Yeah, it could be Canate. And Naoni plays in the 10. Actually, it could be this. So it could be Rio on the bench. Actually, no, it could be Chiesa. I'm going with this. Chiesa, Rio, Naoni, Endo, McAllister, and Canate. Okay, that's my team. Oops. That's my team. Or it could be... No, it won't. No, I think Canate might play. I think that's my team. Let me know in the chat what you think. Do you think that's the team? Do you think that's the team? He's going to play same shit tactics. He's going to play same shit tactics. I don't know about Ramsey. Like, he might be on the bench, but I can't see Ramsey playing. Like, he hasn't played for us for like 3 years. Like, I didn't even know he was like in the squad. So you think Ramsey? So you think it'll be Bradley out, Ramsey in? My God, that is horrendous. I don't even know what that team is. I don't even know whether Mo Salah plays, actually, you know. I don't even know whether Mo Salah plays. Like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Sorry. Like, I just don't know. Like, Canate won't play. You're probably right. Canate probably won't play. He might not play Canate. You're right. He might play Endo there. Or he might do this madness. He might actually do this. He might play Gomez, Robbo. Yeah, he might play Robbo, Gomez, and Endo. And then he probably will play Dom. Or he could play Naoni. He did play Naoni there against Southampton, I remember. So you got Chiesa up front. And then he could play Morrison. He could play Ekitike. Like, Ekitike still had some games where he hasn't played. So he could play Ekitike there. So it could be that. It could be that. I don't know. Who? Like, does anyone actually care now? Does anyone actually care now? Like, no. I'm look. This isn't my formation, by the way. Like, this is not my formation. This isn't how I'd play football for Liverpool now. Like, if you want to know how I'd set up, I'd set up like this, and I'd also set up strong as well, by the way, because I think we need to just win a game. Like, I think it's important to just win a match. Like, I would set up like this, so I wouldn't play Mac and I wouldn't play bloody Ekitike. Sorry, I wouldn't play Mac or Naoni. Not a chance I'd play them. I would play Endo. I would play Canate regardless because we just haven't got anyone else. I wouldn't play Ramsey. I'd play Bradley because Bradley just needs to have a good game next to Canate. So I wouldn't play Naoni. I wouldn't play Rio. Sorry, Rio. I wouldn't play. I would play Chiesa. I would play Chiesa because Chiesa's been great. I wouldn't play Salah for this. So I would play. So if Endo's fit, I play Endo. Curtis Jones was fit, I play Curtis Jones. I played Dominic Szoboszlai in there. So I'd have 2 8s, no 10s. Yeah, so that's my defensive midfielder for this game. Just because I need someone to bloody crunch someone for a change. So I'd have these two here. Let me get rid of that. Nope, let me not get rid of that. Let me get rid of that pen mark. Yep. So Jones, Dom, Chiesa. This side, I'd play Vert because Vert has actually been decent on the right. He's got 2 assists. Why not just play him again? But as a right winger, like who can cut inside. So I'll play Vert just for this game. And then I'd play. Where is he? Ekatike. I'll play Ekatike. That's my setup. 4, 3, 4, 3, 3. That's it. Because if Ekatike drops in here, who cares? I mean, he plays a 9 anyway. But if he drops into midfield, then who cares? He drops into midfield. Chiesa can cut inside, but Chiesa's also got pace. He also does those runs into the box here and cut back. That's how we got the Manchester United equaliser. And Virch just causes havoc. Like he can just be all around here. Like it doesn't matter because then you got Dom who can just cover all of this space. And you just got someone who just stands there, like just block the balls. Like right now, I'd have Endo going up for headers because he wins a lot of headers. He's the smallest player, but he wins a lot of headers. But no 10, no garbage. No, I don't need all these players in the attack. Stay where you are. Stay in your lanes. And yeah, Gomez, Canate. Look, take Virgil out the firing line. Take Mo out the firing line for a bit. Robbo, I'd probably play Kirkes because he might have a better relationship with Chiesa, if I'm honest. But just keep it tight. Like that'd be me. I'm fine. That'd be me. I'm fine because I don't think Gravenberch is fully fit, so I don't want to chance him. Isaac, don't want to chance him either. McAllister can come on as a sub. He can come on and swap with Jones or Dom. Either or, I'm not bothered. Yeah. I don't know. But I don't know. Anyway, I've done nearly 2 hours. I was only going to do an hour and a half, but there you go. Not asked who he plays. You just want him out, do you now? We'll see what happens. I'll send you on to another feed. 2 seconds. But before you go, please hit the likes. Please hit the likes. I have got 59 likes here, so can we get that over 70? A few more likes would be great, please. I'm going to send you to. I'm going to send you to another channel who is live right now. Who we got? We got Irishman. Send you over to Irishman. Irishman's live. Joaquin Kmack raid. Yeah, Joaquin Kmack raid. Give all the love to Irishman, and I will see you not tomorrow. I might end up doing another show tomorrow, but not mine. But I will see you all on Thursday to do a match review. All right. It's not been great, but it is what it is. But you all have. Hang on, let me get rid of this so I can say goodbye to you. It's not been great, but you all have a lovely evening if you can, and support the club. Like, support the club. All right. Just manifest a win. Manifest something good. Manifest the manager gets space jammed tonight in his sleep and wakes up and realizes that he's not in Holland anymore. And I will see you all soon. All right. Hit the likes and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And if you want to drop super chat, super thanks, please do. And if you want to become members, please become members. And I'll be doing another member show soon. You all have a good one. Take care.